around for quite some time now. He is a parent, a husband, and he's going to talk to us a bit about color blindness. Nathaniel Kemp.
All right, hello. Cool. Let's go there. So I have to thank my mom, who is an inclusivity thought leader and has influenced me greatly in this realm, and she's a huge advocate, so I love my mom. Whew. Okay, all right, next slide. Okay, all right, so I'm born and raised in Burlington, Vermont. I love it here. Vermont's been so good to me. There's so much privilege here standing on stage. Middle class upbringing, great parents, educated. So, I mean, basically, I've lived a dream. So I really have. And this is me chilling on Pine Street, I think on Jackson Terrace. And I now work for a large employer in the area that's on Pine Street. So I've lived a great life. But I've heard things over the years. Not blatant racism, honestly. I'm so privileged. Like, I haven't been called a nigger. I'm so privileged. But I've heard some things that we're getting down in the weeds here. People say, I'm colorblind. And now they're not talking about the medical condition. They're saying, I am so woke that I don't even see color. I don't see anything. I'm good. And I feel like it's a little problematic for a couple reasons. And I think they're missing things. And Madison kind of touched on this. We actually have to see color. And the data in our justice system is not playing that out. So demographics here about Vermont, right? Chittenden County is a little different, but 94% white, 2 or more races. That's me. Hispanic or Latinx, right? And I was excited to put the X there. That's a whole other topic. Asian. So I swear. and they're not scary. I'm not, I hope no one's offended. Hopefully you don't see that as racist. I'm sorry. But that's kind of my perspective. So this comes up a little later on in the slide, but that's just my upbringing. Now, if we look at nationally, African Americans are incarcerated more than 5 times the rate of whites. So says the NAACP. In Vermont, hey, check this out. It was in 2010, right? But it's probably not that different. So maybe they came from other places. They're looking into that like this year. My grandfather, huge advocate for affordable housing. Actually, tomorrow at 5 o'clock at Champlain Housing Trust, they're dedicating a house to him that will help people get out from incarceration to get housing, to get on their feet. It's amazing. I come from great lineage. So see people of color. It's not enough to say you're colorblind. So I'm picking on those people because they're well-meaning, right? But that phrase is problematic on so many levels. So I was in Walmart in Memphis, Tennessee, and it's just I don't even know if this relates, but I was with my family. I was the whitest person in this Walmart. It was the first time where I just noticed it. I don't know. And if you're not noticing things like that, your privilege may be showing. I don't know. So you have to figure that out. But it was an interesting experience. I was like, I don't know. Should I be noticing that? I don't know. So see people of color in your UX, on your websites, in your brochures, in the decisions that you're making. So I went to Money Waters. I met 2 executives of a local tech company. One of them knew who I was. The other one didn't. The other one that didn't walked past me. It was like a cinematic moment. I was gonna, shake her hand, and they kind of walked past me. And maybe it wasn't because of my race. I mean, so I'm nitpicking here, but things like that happen. So see people of color. I had my Mac out. I was all crazy. Okay, ready? So a marketing department of a local brand created this. They're like, look at this. We're done. Look at these people over here. And I said, no. Where are the people that are darker than me? Piercings, tattoos. So I had my creative department start and begin to be a little more inclusive. And this is small stuff, guys. This is not changing the world. This is not addressing racism. This is like bare bones. You guys, we need to be doing things like this all the time from the beginning, right? So again, I have to credit my mom. This has stuck with me. When decisions are being made at your company, in your private life, you have to say, who's not here? Who's not being represented? And so if that's not a habit of yours, make it one. Who's are my friends? Who are my friends? Who's not here? Who are we not thinking of? And if that's not a habit of yours, then it needs to be, because you may be missing things. And me too, I might be missing things. So thank you so much. I love you guys, it's great.
LAPD cop, radical election campaigner, and